Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to your Pitt Street classroom. Today we are going to review a little bit about the miraculous journey of Edward Tulane, and then we're going to start reading chapter 15. But we want to kind of do a little review, and then we'll move on. So we know that Edward was so excited because he finally got out of the dump, and Lucy the dog dragged him out, and just so happy, didn't care that he was all slobbery because he was finally away from Ernest, who was the king of the dump, and we know he was kind of a madman. But anyway, so Lucy was really excited because she thought she was going to get rabbit pie, which we know could not happen because Edward is made out of China. And so Bull, Lucy, and Edward were all hanging out, and we know that Bull was a hobo, and they traveled by train. And Edward felt a deep tenderness for Lucy, and when he would have his eyes open, Edward would stare up at the constellations, and he would say the names of people that he loved. And so he would always start with Abilene, and then he went on to Lawrence and Nellie, and then on to Bull and Lucy. He really was very fond of all these people, and he was starting to feel his emotions, and he thought to himself that he was not like the princess. He did know about love, and which was kind of cool because Edward then was called Malone by Bull, and Bull made him a proper outlaw outfit, and it looked like he was a rabbit on the run. But while they were traveling, they were on a train, and so Bull, Lucy, and Edward, as they were traveling, things got a little bit out of control, and a guy came on that worked for the train company and said that bums don't ride for free, and that no free rides for rabbits, and he kicked Edward off of the train and sent him flying out into the spring air. And Edward felt a lot of emotion. He was so sad, and he actually felt like he could cry. And he thought to himself, how many times would he have to leave the people that he loved without saying goodbye? So we are going to make a connection. I want you to have a little writing activity. So we know that good readers make connections to what they're reading to their own lives. So in this story, Bull is a hobo who travels by train. So if you were Bull, what would you name your train? So I want you to draw a little train, and I want you to color your train. And I just want you to think about if you were on that train and you were traveling, what would be some of the adventures that you would go on? We know through Bull and Lucy and Edward / Malone, they had a lot of fun and they had a lot of adventures. So if you could draw a train, name your train, and write a little bit about the adventures that you would go on. And we are going to read chapter 15. So I'll read you the questions for chapter 15 in just a minute, and we'll move on. So there are going to be two separate links that you're going to go to. So this is the first one, and then the actual story will be your second one that you'll look at today. All right, now as you're journaling, you're also going to be answering comprehension questions to our story. So maybe get a notebook, have something that's organized that you can keep your miraculous journey of Edward Tulane and your reading assignments kind of like in a separate area. We're going to be doing math and reading and hopefully some science and social studies. So just kind of, think about your desk at school and kind of get yourself organized. That's what I'm doing here. So welcome to room 303 on Pitt Street. I'll see you in a little bit. And I miss you guys.